Welcome back. I'm glad you're with us for another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin, and we are talking toys with Vtech's Tiffany Lavery. Good to be with you, Tiffany.
Hey, thanks for having me, Fred.
What we're talking about is really a refresh of the full lineup. Vtech owns the LeapFrog brand, and that's where we're going to start. Talking about some of the newer tech toys coming out a little bit later this year. I guess some will start to arrive when, late summer or so?
Yep. We consider fall late summer. It's technically July, August, but we call it fall. Yeah.
So tell us what's new.
Yeah. So we'll start with like our more traditional heavy learning items, right? So many people have already seen or heard about Leap Reader and Leap Start. These are products that are very traditional in their learning fundamentals, but this year in the pandemic, we've seen the popularity of these two items really boom with parents trying to make learning fun at home. So to continue supporting parents and guardians in that journey, because we don't know how long, kiddos might be at home, we are doing a little bit of a refresh. So the technology is the same. With the Leap Reader, anywhere you press within any of the books, it will sound out the word, or it will say the word, or it will read the full story for you, depending on where your child is in their reading journey. But we've updated with 10 new books, so there will be 10 books that come with this. I just don't have the updated artwork for that. For that, it's $54.99, and the age range is 4 to 8. And then Leap Start, same thing. Technology is very similar to the way that it used to be. The only difference is that we've kind of upgraded the hardware, the look to be a little more sleek. And then we're offering it as a bundle with 2 new books this year. So we've got Gogo Corey Carson, and then an activity book as well. So that's the Leap Start, 2 to 7, $44.99 for that one. And then along the reading path, if you will, storytelling is essentially the foundation of a love to read. And so this year, an all new product for us is the on-the-go Story Pal. So this little cutie can sit on a nightstand or hang in the car if you're on a road trip. But essentially, it's screen-free. It's packed with 65 songs, poems, and stories that it's very intuitive too. You press the button and it'll start to play one of the stories. So I'm going to turn it on here. The little tail is how you choose whether you want stories or lullabies. You have a volume on the side, a headphone jack too for car rides. And you just can press the eyes to go to the story or go back. And it'll just start telling the story. Pause and play is simply the nose. And another feature that I really love is that you can record a story on this. So if grandparents or loved ones from other parts in the country buy that item, and they can record a story and send it to little ones as a gift, which I think is really, really fun. Or mom and dad.
Is it one story at a time that can be recorded on there, or what's the recording time? Do you know?
Yes, one story at a time, but the duration is pretty long. I know we were looking into it, I believe. And I don't have an answer yet, but I can get you the time frame for that story. It's an extended amount of time though. So technically I feel like you could do 2 short stories in one recording, but it is one recording.
Very cool. Yes.
Yeah. So, that one's $27.99 for that one. And then for LeapFrog, we have this is a big deal for us. We are getting back into the video gaming, if you will, or gaming. Little kids are seeing, their older siblings playing video games, and they want to be cool and they want to do that stuff, but it's just not really geared towards them at the 3 and 4 age range. So we have Leapland Adventures, and I know this looks super tiny and like, what is this? But you're getting so much. So this is the controller, and this is an HDMI stick. And the greatest part about it is you plug it into your smart TV, and that's all you need to do. You can just start playing. Everything's packed right into these little items here. So you'll be able to, it'll come up on your screen, and your kiddos will travel through Leapland Adventures. It's this world with different lands they can go to. Numberville, Letterland, Color City, and there's a Shapes one as well. And as they're traveling to get to the Cleverberry Castle, They're going to be learning all kinds of different stuff about letters and colors and shapes while playing games, which is really, really cool. And when they get to the Cleverberry Castle, they can have a festival. It's really, really fun. But the best part about it is it's $34.99. So you get the entire thing, like the whole video game consoles, everything is $34.99, which I think is great because sometimes video games themselves, like one game, can be that same cost.
And all you really have to do is plug it into the HDMI port.
Yeah. Yeah, you just plug it right into your smart TV and you kiddos can start playing. It's super, super easy, which we try to do. The age range on that one's 3+, so we want to make it as intuitive and easy as possible. But the learning is really, really fun, and there's different ways to play and different leveled learning as well.
Terrific. And once again, we're reminding people this will come out a little bit later this year. Moving along.
Yes. Yeah, so we have some role play items. Food role play does really, really well for LeapFrog. We know kids like to do that and use their imagination. Instant pots or crock pots are really, really popular. So this is our Chompin' Fun learning pot. Comes with different food items here that you can use your accessories to cut up on the cutting board. It's going to teach colors and numbers and healthy eating, but super cute item here. You can see she's lights right up. And as you place,
Green broccoli.
so green broccoli, she's going to recognize and she'll turn green, which is really great. So there's lots of different modes for her to play. She'll tell you what to put in there, or she'll identify what you have put in there. So that's super, super cute. Everything stores right inside or on the back. That one is $21.99. And then next up, we have our count along basket and scanner. I always have to remember because it was called something else. But the technology in this one is really, really fun. Super, super straightforward, right? It's a grocery cart. It can be used as a basket or a shopping cart. But it comes with all of these different accessory pieces or groceries, but the technology is housed in the scanner. So kids see the scanner at the store, and I know my little guy, he always wants to try and do it at the self-checkout. So you turn it on, and then any of your pieces have a number and a scan code. So it'll recognize the color and the shape, or I'm sorry, the color and the number as well. And then it'll also teach about foods. Comes with a little grocery list that you can use a dry erase marker on and mark things off as you find them.
Should come with a little phone so they can pretend to deliver the groceries to mom or dad.
I know, right? we should do a grocery delivery situation. That would be awesome. So yes, $21.99, $34.99 for that one.
Terrific. And they're using similar, I assume, RFID type technology to identify what's being put in. Terrific.
Yes. Yes. And then next up, these are really important for us. So Vtech announced in January that we're launching a variety of green toys. And this year, we're launching a variety of green toys this year. And that's really important for us because it's a step for our sustainability commitment towards replacing all fossil-based plastics with sustainable alternatives by 2030. So this is our first step into wooden products. These are two of our wooden items for LeapFrog. They are 100% FSC certified, and they come from well-managed forests. Also, the plastic pieces are 90% reclaimed plastic. So the parts on here are all sustainable options, which I love, but you get the same technology and the same learning that you would in a traditional LeapFrog toy. So you can see there, you can't really see it, but it's got your light up screen there. This one's all about letters, animals, there's different modes and counting, and it's easy to take on the go. And then this is our wooden puzzle, also all about animals. And as you take the pieces out, it'll recognize what came in and came out, which is super fun, very interactive. Different ways to play. It'll ask which pieces to find. But then my favorite part is that there is a Spanish mode. So this one is bilingual. We get a lot of inquiries on that. And so yes, the puzzle is bilingual. So our Nature ABC board is $24.99 and $17.99 for the puzzle.
Terrific. And then you've got a whole array of products under the Vtech brand.
Yes, I do. I'm going to switch my camera angle here. continuing with
I love the
sustainability
setup
on our
you've got.
Vtech.
It's terrific.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm kind of a one-woman show. I'm the only person in the office, so I'm glad. That makes me happy. But this is our Sort and Discover recycling truck, and it's a continuation into our sustainability efforts this year, but on our VTech side. So, of course, it is a recycling truck, but it is also made of 100% reclaimed plastic. So, you're teaching about it, and also we're using it. This one is a non-working sample. I will mention that, but super, super fun. The shape sorting slots on the front are all about paper, plastic, and metal. So as you place the different shapes in, it'll say this is plastic. And then there's different buttons of what kinds of plastic that you can recycle. There's a walkie-talkie, a little key, but then every kiddo's favorite part is, of course, the scoop. So you put your pieces there, you scoop them up, and you can toss them in the back. They go right in the back. So that one's super fun, and it is a ride-on. So I cannot demonstrate that feature, but kiddos can ride on that one and scoot around their house. So really, really fun. Next up, we have some of our tech items. I know that these look a little familiar, but there's a lot of newness here. So smartwatch is one of the products that we've had in our line for a while. It does really, really well for us. Kids love technology that they see their parents wearing, but that is kid appropriate and kid safe. So this is our smartwatch DX3. This is going to be coming out in the fall. It's going to have all the same stuff that kids have loved in the past. A super sleek design, 2 cameras, one for selfies, one for outward facing, games, and 50 different digital and analog faces. But we've made some really great updates. So there's now an LED flash for those cameras that can also be used as a flashlight. There is a 2-way feature. So if a sibling or friend also has the same watch, you can use your camera to scan each other's watches, and they will then be able to send little greeting cards and emojis, if you will, to each other. And then you can tap on the screen now and it'll say the time for kids who don't know how to tell time yet. And then my favorite features are kind of more of the parent control stuff. We were asked by consumers to create a school mode, if you will, to make it so that it's only a watch during the hours of school, and parents can set that time frame so that between 8 and 3 kids can't play the games. They're not distracted. They're just using it as a watch. So we'll have that on there. And then we've also added a bunch of different icons or widgets, if you will, that can be added to the calendar. So you can put you can keep your kids organized and teach them the independence of those types of skills on their own. So like a potty training timer, or when to have snack or homework, any of those things. There's 65 different icons that they can include on their calendar. So super fun watch. Next up is our KidiBuzz. So this is our 3rd generation of KidiBuzz. This one we always say is essentially a cell phone for kiddos without the cell phone plan. It does hook to wireless, but we have really, really strong safeguards and parent controls when it comes to the Wi-Fi. The things that we've updated though, 20% smaller in size to fit kids' hands a little bit better. We've added a mag lens, so you're able to zoom in and zoom out to take really high quality photos. And then my favorite part is this new app. It's called KidiCom, and parents can, it comes on the KidiBuzz, but then parents can download it on iPhone or Android, and parents have to accept a contact. So a grandparent maybe can have the same one, and kids can send video messages to anyone who's an approved contact. And those video messages are now, can be short and sweet, but they can also have face filters that kids see on the social media apps, which is really fun. And then you can use them kind of like an Instagram story or a Facebook story where you just like click to the next one. It's really, really trendy. And I think that kids will love that.
And the kids, as we all know, kids are always asking for mom or dad's phone to hold, to play with. And
yes, and this one's, it's built kid tough. So it's just like, it's made for kids. There's tons of like parent controls, which I love. And there's apps and learning. It comes now with LFA, which is our web-based learning system, which is awesome. So it comes with that on it. I think it's a perfect alternative to providing your own phone. And then next up in our cameras. So last year we had the KidiZoom Creator Cam. This year we have the KidiZoom print cam. So it works like a digital photo. I should kind of ruined it there. I ruined the giveaway. But it has a flip cam, 2.5-inch color screen, tons of games and different ways to play on here. You can use it just like a regular camera, digital camera. But the best part is that it's going to be an instant print camera. So as you take a photo, it will print right out the front, which is really, really fun. So it comes with this black and white thermal paper. And the one thing I want to mention is that we know kids, right? Like that's our job to know kids. And we know that they take photos of the wall and their toes, and these prints can typically be really expensive. So we've worked hard to make sure that the paper is inexpensive for parents, whether they're rebuying it once or many times. So it's 1 cent per photo, and each roll you get about 75, where typically the competition is about 50 cents per photo. So
and you're also storing the photo on a memory card?
Yeah, it's stored in there, and you can also add an SD card for additional storage as well. But yes, it's stored on there. And then there's other ways that they can use the printing in the camera, because there's coloring pages that are stored in there. You can also take a photo and make your photo a coloring page. You can do color by numbers. You can create mazes and little play money with your face on it and then print it all out the front, which is really, really fun.
Terrific. That sounds like a lot of fun. And that will sell for how much?
Oh, our print cam is $74.99. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I have all of our new pricing. So $62.99, $104.99 for Kitty Buzz, and $74.99 for our print cam. I have to memorize my new prices. But yes, so fun. I think the print cam, I hope it's going to be a hit, because I think it's really fun.
And they can also do some, I understand they can also do some sticker prints too, perhaps?
Yes. In the refill, when you buy the refill, which will be offered at all major retailers online, it will come with the traditional thermal paper, but then also 2 rolls of sticky paper. So you'll get a few less prints because the thickness of the paper. But yes, it can be used as stickers, which I think is amazing. So fun.
Kids will love that.
Yeah, for sure. And next up, we know that with the rise in TikTok and TikTok dancing, like kids want to be doing music. They love the music. So this is our Kitty Star DJ mixer, $54.99 for this item. And it is what it sounds like. It's a DJ mixer. So you've got your light here. There's 15 tracks that are built in here, and all of these are buttons like a DJ board. So you can add in anything. Of course, you got your spinners and different ways to drop the track out or add it in. You can change the tempo or the bass. And then the other really cool part is that you can plug your own phone in and play your own music too, which is really, really cool. And you can change and DJ your own songs as well. And it will record them. So super fun. Next up, 2 items on our infant, toddler, preschool. This one's a more traditional item, a little bit of nurturing play. We know that kiddos love puppies, right? So this is our Groom and Glow Puppy Salon. It opens up, has tons of accessories inside. Oh, my desk is in the way. But essentially, the puppy will recognize when she's placed inside. For her bath, all the accessories will align to the buttons on the bottom. It'll ask you to take care of your puppy. But you can do your soap and your water, and then every kiddo's favorite part, there's a blow dryer. So super, super fun. Lots of learning with colors and nurturing play there, and then everything will tuck right inside. This one is a handmade sample, so I'm a little gentle with it, but yeah, that one's super fun. And then we have, oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, and then next is for the kids who are working from home.
Yes, I know, right? This, we've seen a huge increase in this year as well, because we know kiddos are at home, right? We've had a desk in our line for a while now, and we try to revamp it every couple of years. This is an updated version for Walmart exclusively. So again, we kept all the things we know people love. It comes with its stool. It has tons of storage for art supplies. It does turn into a chalkboard. It comes with 5 different cards that you plug and play, and it will have different curriculum. So like numbers, body parts, all those types of really fun stuff. But we've changed the dashboard so you can learn your days of the week and the weather, the time. We've got some new music plugged in here. But my favorite part is that before it was a tracing LED board to learn how to do your letter stroke. This would fold out into a like one of those LED boards. But now we're using the technology that it's going to shine down and it will recognize still your stylus. And so you can trace this is not working, but you're able to trace what it's shining down. And it'll guide you through your letter stroke. And so each of these discs will have a different, have letters, numbers, and shapes. But then also, if you don't want to use your stylus, the stylus will allow it to give you feedback. But if you want to use a pen and paper or a pencil and paper, you can use that too, because it's just a projector. It's going to be projecting down to show kiddos how to do their letter stroke or number stroke.
Looks like a terrific lineup, Tiffany. So for parents, where is the best place for them to go for more info as these new toys roll out?
Yes. So the new stuff will probably start rolling out in July. I know our retailers are trying to get it up in July, especially Walmart's going up early, Target's going up early. I would say for VTech, go to vtechkids.com, and for LeapFrog, leapfrog.com. But just keep an eye out on there. Also our social channels. We start posting in our social channels when things are available as well. So that's really, I would keep an eye out on our website though, because as soon as they're available, we put those pages up.
Great. Tiffany Lavery, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Of course, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.